Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
5 in a row. Feeling good.
Woo.
Monday energy.
Oh, the Monday.
The Monday. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the pregame show. Man, so that's your vibes. I'm honestly not, this isn't even a faking it. This is where my vibes are, man.
Well,
I got so drunk on the Nuggets.
Yeah, man, I got great vibes.
My problem is I'm drunk on alcohol and that I ate a York peppermint patty that you brought in. I'm looking to liquidate a bunch of
Have you been drunk for 2 days straight? Like, weren't you at the Broncos game yesterday?
It's bad times over here.
You chose poorly.
Adam brought a bunch of candy to try and liquidate, presumably because he doesn't trust himself around it.
I don't trust myself around
Started
it.
off with a York peppermint patty.
That's
I'm already
right.
feeling the sugar crash. Just
that
like
was your first mistake, the York peppermint patty.
Peppermint and chocolate's
I
a
was
weird
actually
combo.
surprised myself with that number 1 overall.
Yeah, it's a weird choice.
It's a very strange one. We have a really great show for you today. I think some great topics for this pregame show, and I got all the fellas, all my homies here. Other than Brendan Vogt, who'll be here. Yeah, he'll be here shortly. As always, we're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Download it right now, so in 20 minutes when we get to the betting portion, you can follow along with us and make some money like we did on this last game. A little bit of a heater going on from my man, Superstar Dev over here.
He's that money.
A little heater.
He started out, who is he? He started out a little slow. It was a little awkward, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of stopped keeping count. But here he is, all of a sudden. Is he Jeff Green? He's on fire
I was going to say he's Jamal Murray, he's Michael Porter.
Jeff Green, man. Like, Jeff Green is just like a guy that fits in.
I'm a
standout.
You know who's been the Nikola Jokic of bets this year?
gotta
My
be
man, D-Line.
Let's go. Because I keep getting Serbian doubles or whatever.
Soundboard doubles.
I keep
really close.
missing the last leg of a parlay.
And then over here, the consistent one, the Monte Morris of the group. It's Harrison Wynn.
I'm a backup point guard that's been elevated into a starting role. Nice.
We love it, though. Our expectations are too high, but you're doing a good job.
So we have some fun stuff. We're going to look
I
ahead.
shine the playoffs.
I didn't even have to look at the genie. I should have got your genie costume and a little ball just to get you canceled again.
Is the worst part about
He got canceled? Did I miss this?
Well, we
I haven't
tried.
been here in a couple
The worst
games.
part is that you're like, oh, we'll ask Vogt what he thinks. And we're like, oh, how should we get Eric involved? Oh, let's dress him like a clown. And then he can dance around for everybody.
We're going to look into Crystal Ball and give you future headlines. We're also going to give you an update look at what awards are the Nuggets most likely to win this season, including an NBA championship. We're going to rank those 1, 2, or 3. And then, of course, as always, we're going to win some money on bets. But Harrison, first, the Nuggets are on the road in Dallas. They've got a 5-game winning streak going on. What's the latest from Michael Malone and this Nuggets team?
The latest is that Will Barton, I have not seen an update on his status. I'm scrolling the timeline here to see if one's come in before or as we start the show. It looks like he is out tonight.
Barton out officially.
Will Barton is out.
Not
he
a
was
surprise.
a game-time decision. We're approaching game time. He is out. Yeah, not a surprise. Like I told you guys post-game last night, it was super weird. He was on the floor for warm-ups, went through his regular shooting routine like 45 minutes before the game, then ran back, or I guess walked back, into the tunnel, into the locker room right before starting lineups were introduced. And then all of a sudden, Kyle Speller was like, starting at guard Austin Rivers.
Wow.
And everybody was like, what?
So on that note, we didn't talk about this at all in the post-game show or the pregame show, but Austin Rivers getting the start was an interesting one. I think Michael Malone he liked the momentum. This bench has been getting better game by game. And I think he was like, let's not disrupt. I feel like I finally have a grasp on it. We'll just move Austin Rivers up there.
That is his move, 1,000%.
Malone?
Where he'll find a unit and he will not touch it.
Yeah. And he's like, a Jokic unit is going to fix. I will say, though, as I went back and rewatched the game, by the way, we're doing the list live tomorrow. Harrison and I are going to do it. It's going to be good. Already 13 clips.
Nice.
Probably going to add another 7 or 8. It's going to be a long, almost exclusively going over clips from the last 3 games. I can't wait for it. So become a member so you can check that out. But Austin Rivers stood out in a bad way when I went and rewatched that game. Like it was all good. You know, the Nuggets win by 30. You can't be too upset. But it was one of those things where I was like, Denver in the third quarter, the starters didn't look that great. And then you go back and watch it, and you're like, ooh, a lot of little errors here, dribbling off the foot, missed wide open threes.
Yeah. It's because Austin Rivers is just so opposite of just like the makeup of so many of these Nuggets role players.
Yeah.
Holds the ball, jab steps. Last night he was just trying to make too much happen.
Now he is.
Couple turnovers.
I do think he's a good defender, and the Blazers had 4 points with like 3 minutes to go in the quarter. So maybe there is something to say for, hey, that was a great defensive lineup that they had out there, and maybe that's more important.
Yeah.
But
he is a good
and
defender.
then even putting them into those type of lineups. I mean, Malone could have elected to just not play him at all, but he definitely brings something that the Nuggets need, especially on that defensive end. And then also you throw him out there with Jokic. things just work themselves out. So
Right.
it was just smart to put him with that. Also, the backup unit, that second unit is what needs the most, chemistry and cohesion. So just not messing with them and just having Rivers still be a part of your rotation, but just in a disguised way.
And it just dropped, by the way. Same starting lineup as last night. Not a surprise. Denver won by 30. Malone doesn't like to change. If you win by 1 point and it looks disastrous, he won't change a lineup. It's like, I'm going to stick with this till we lose.
Dubs
but
and
if you
dubs.
win by 30, definitely not changing anything.
Yeah.
So no surprise.
A guy who is in the starting lineup again, Jeff Green, who's been in the starting lineup, who's
Give us the
Nikola
stat.
Jokic's new best friend. New best friend.
Do you think it's his favorite, Jay Green?
I know. Does he know it's?
He's
not
probably a
Michael?
close second of his favorite Jay Greens. Probably a close second.
Oh my god!
But it seems like those two are going to play a lot together just because Nikola Jokic likes it.
Imagine if we had like a Dave Johnson, superstar Dave.
Superstar.
We love this dude. He's great, man.
They're like, here's our new guy, O-line.
We really used to like the other O-line until this new O-line came, and he's the better O-line now.
He's a better one.
Yeah. Let's see what else. For Dallas, Maxi Kleber's out. That's the only real injury
He's
for
kind of a
them.
nugget killer, or at
He
least he
is,
has been.
man.
So that's a bit of a
Stretch
loss.
5 nugget killer.
Yeah.
And then the quote I liked from Mike Malone pregame. What I marvel at when I think about Nikola is just the consistency, the mental toughness, the physical toughness. He just keeps on going. There's no slowing him down.
So true, man. It
It's
is
so
a great
true, man.
quote.
He
It
just
is a
keeps
great quote.
going and going and going.
I mean,
That's all he knows.
We're gonna hype Yoke up in the show, and honestly, probably every show for the next 15 years or so.
I
Yeah.
know.
Fingers
You think that,
crossed.
like, if there was a DNVR, a CHGO during the 90s, they're like, should we talk about Michael Jordan tonight?
What should we talk about tonight?
How do you think Jordan?
You like
how do you
the-
think Jordan's gonna
you
do
think
tonight?
Bill
You think he's gonna be good, or
Did
do you
Bill-
like this matchup for Michael
Should
Jordan?
we get more Bill Cartwright into this?
Yeah. It's like, can John Stark shut him down?
It would be funny. A king of the game, Bill Cartwright. He had 8 rebounds. Really,
But that one stretch in the end of the third quarter was pivotal.
we should acknowledge Michael was pretty good tonight too. but-
Michael would win it every night, but you know.
No, but honestly, this is a thing about Yoke that I don't think. When you look at his averages, they're obscene right now. I think he's averaging 14 rebounds. Or
The
something
rebounds
like
are out of
that.
control.
And the thing is that he just doesn't have these off nights very often, if at all. And that's the thing about him is, there's only a handful of players I feel this way about, and it's not like LeBron James is one of them. Who else is like what?
Okay.
Not now, but I'm saying LeBron.
okay,
LeBron
at
had
his peak, at his
yeah,
peak.
LeBron
Yeah, I
had
thought
a
you meant
10-year
now.
run
I
where
thought
like
you
a
meant now.
bad game for him was like 23, 24
Yeah.
points, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like he just didn't have 10-point nights.
Right.
And Yoke right now is the same way, where it's like every single night. And you look at a player like Curry. Again, this does not mean you rank a player as good or bad based on this. Like every player's a little different. But guys like Curry have off nights where they just don't shoot the ball well. Like their impact is here or there. And Yoke, it's just like his bad nights at this point are 18, 12, and 6.
I know. We're like, that son of a biscuit.
Yeah.
I bet him to have 24 points. Like, he let me down. 22.
Bad shooting is like 10 of 22.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, man, he was off tonight.
Well, he had a game, a couple games ago where he went 1 of 8 from 3.
Right,
It's
yeah.
like his worst 3-point shooting
Yep.
game ever.
Yep.
And
He
he
Two
still
games
had
ago.
Impacted the game in so
29.
many different ways
Yeah.
that it didn't
Yeah.
even matter.
I mean, he's had 19 rebounds 3 times this season already.
All right, King Yoke's
3
good. Oh,
times.
Hey, you know what? This brings us to future headlines. Kale, you want to
Oh.
hit that graphic? Future headlines. Guys, I looked into the future.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In the future, are we bringing newspapers back?
It's crazy. There we are. Look at newspapers
they're
are back. And on the cover is
They're
Jokic.
going to be free, too. No more subscriptions.
My first headline. Nikola Jokic sets NBA record for box plus minus.
Whoa.
Have you guys seen this? So Jokic already has like a top 10 box plus minus all time. He
Yeah.
already is it's like a stat designed to marvel at Jokic. But this year, guys, it's off the charts. It's like better. I think he's at 14 or 14.3 or something like that this year. I think the record's like 12.
He's
Except for, like,
blowing the
Wilt
record out of the
Chamberlain
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wilt Chamberlain. That's the guy. That's the guy that he's competing
He didn't
with.
have Will Chamberlain's a guy who didn't have too many off nights.
I gotta
you
say
know?
though, whoever the
On or
editor,
off the court.
whoever the editor of this future newspaper is, that is a headline that moves units.
record
Front
box
page.
plus minus. It's a weird headline. It is a weird headline.
Front page, extra.
But seriously, if you look at all of the advanced metrics, I know Raptor, RPM hasn't come out yet, but I'm sure when it does, it's going to be
I
off
have
the
my
chart.
clocks set for when RPM comes out.
So you already have
up
tweets
very
ready?
early and just tweet out the whole RPM leaderboard.
PER, win shares per 48, whatever you look at, his numbers are just so absurd this year. And you watch the games, you're like, it looks like he's even better than last year. Well, it is nice that he is there. Honest question, though. Harrison, is he going to set records, do you think? Do you think he can maintain this pace for 70 more games?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's still very early in the season, but he doesn't look tired at all. I mean, he's just powering through all these games. He looks better than last season. I think meaningfully, like significantly better than last season in some areas, to your point, Adam. And I think the Nuggets as a team are figuring it out. Their offense is trending up. I think the defense is absolutely for real, so they're going to be, towards the top of the West, I think. I'm pretty confident in that. So I think, yeah, he absolutely is going to set a bunch of these.
I wonder, I'm trying to look. He actually is down to 11.7.
Oh.
So he's like taking a little bit of a dive already. How ridiculous.
I was going to say, I just feel like those numbers are just too high for him to keep up for an entire year. Like, there has to be some type of wear down. Just like in some elements, we're seeing him rebound at a higher rate. And also, like, he's getting the ball a lot more with this offensive unit. But when other guys come back, I just think that there has to be some type of change. Also, just playing at a high level like this, that's just too much expectation for a guy on both ends of the floor where you want him to take some time off. You want him to, like, not go all out the entire time. So I do think it'll drop down just a little bit, but I think he's still going to be a all-time great.
I was wrong. No, it's not. It's 14.5.
Oh,
I was wrong. Yeah, I know. I was a little concerned, too.
I was like, come on, Yoke.
He was awesome. Like, how could he have gone down? Yeah, it's 14.5, which is absurd. PER, he's 35.1. Number 2 is Kevin Durant at 29.6. He's got a 6-point lead in PE player efficiency rating at this point on KD, who's having a great year.
It is. I mean, it's stupid. It's like all of these things. I mean, the point of stats is to sort of like understand what it is that we're watching,
right?
Like to forensically look back and to like explain what happened in a way that's like you can do throughout time. He's fucking ridiculous.
He broke it.
Like he broke it. Like we're like, what are stats? Like, what is this?
This is why when people throw it out, it's like you could throw it out and say maybe he's not that good, but you have to admit that he broke a stat that was meant to measure whatever it is. Like at the very least, you have to say that he broke this thing. All right, another future headline.
Extra.
What was our next one?
Do you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Mine?
You go yours.
Okay, we could see this headline tonight or tomorrow. Dwight Powell retires from the NBA.
It just gets that embarrassed.
I am worried about the mental and physical health of the Dallas Mavericks front court ahead of tonight's matchup.
Yoke does eat Dwight. I mean, he destroys him.
Yeah.
So the headline is going to be Dwight Powell retires after loss to Nuggets.
Humiliating loss.
I think he's just going to take. He'll just take
favorite Dwight Powell off the Mavericks.
I would just foul out or just get a technical foul or something, or just a flagrant just to get out of the game if I was him.
DeAndre Jordan did that. Don't you remember that game where Jokic beat him
That's
so
called
bad?
mental health. That is what that is called.
I am concerned about his mental
says
and physical well-being. Dwight Powell.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't deserve a correct. It doesn't. It's perfect the way it is, Kel. Don't fix it.
Powell retires.
I got another
Not
one.
respected.
I got another one for you guys here. Denver Nuggets, top 5 in offense and defense. All right, they're number 2 in defense. It looks like it's here to stay. I mean, we'll find out. 11, 12 game, whatever it's been, 13 games. It's pretty good sample size. I think their offense is climbing. They're going to be top 5.
They're the 4th best offense in the NBA since their small forward went down.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
A lot of that was helped by last night, but
yeah, they had a really good shooting night last night. They ran a little hot.
I have a future NBA headline.
Let me hear it.
The Webster Merriam Dictionary accepts the word munder into the newest term into the dictionary.
it's the word of the year.
Word of the year, munder.
So I do think it's going to be the word of the year, and it's going to go into the dictionary. But also, I think that the Nuggets have a better chance being a top 5 defense and finishing the year at that. I just feel like that they're for real on that end of the floor. Also, I just think there's going to be so many changes and trying to bring guys back at random times that the offense will dip.
Yeah.
So I have some bad news. Somebody brought this to my attention the other day because people are trying to figure out what munder means. Oh, no. Urban Dictionary, do you know? Urban Dictionary says a munder, the area or patch of skin
that's gonna be
between one's genitals and anus.
From like the fromunda.
Fromunda.
You've heard about fromunda cheese?
Oh,
But that's different. Munder is different.
Hey, we've repurposed it, man.
Yeah, listen. Everything on Urban Dictionary means
That's true.
essentially that.
Yeah, D-line.
Don't let me not look up D-line.
It's the taint.
Do not. Do not
Most
Google.
words just mean the taint.
Do not.
actually.
Yeah. Do
It's
not Google me or Evan Fournier.
Do we have any more future headlines, guys, we want to get to?
Let's see. Eric becomes best friends with Bones. Is that a headline?
That's definitely not a
Eric
headline
and
I
Jokic seen
anticipate.
around town gallivanting. Is that a headline?
How many best friends do you have?
Do you want to be his best friend too?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Well, then one less than before.
All right, let's move on, guys, to our next
Yeah,
segment.
Let's
What
get
does he
that up
say?
there. I just want to see it in. Oh,
Eric
man.
becomes best friends with Bones Hyland.
That's amazing.
Should be really-
I would pick that immediately up if I saw them advertising that.
This
We'd
would
never see you again. That's
no,
for sure.
oh my god, dude, I'd be getting busy.
so dumb. Our awards. All right, guys, it is time. We are now close enough, 13 games into the season. We're far enough into it that we can start to say what trends we have here. And I made a list of awards that we could expect. Bones, Rookie of the Year. Aaron Gordon, First Team All-Defense. Michael Malone, Coach of the Year. Jokic for MVP. Will Barton, Most Improved. Tim Conley, Executive of the Year. Bones Hyland,
He's not
Sixth
going to
Man
win
of the
that.
Year.
Spoiler alert.
And then Denver Nuggets, NBA champions. I don't know. There's a path to Conley winning Executive of the Year.
No, it's going to be like whoever signed LeBron James.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Bones Hyland is phenomenal. Jeff Green is phenomenal.
think
And
he
it's like,
should
all right,
potentially win it,
all
but-
right, well, who knows? Dev, what's the most likely of all of these, in your opinion, to
Malone,
hit?
Coach of the Year.
Really?
I believe that yeah.
That's number one.
Because I just they're gonna look at the entire year and say he has Jokic, who's the MVP of the league, but also he's doing it with so much and guys that were just like not getting picked up. He brings Austin Rivers off of the couch, Jeff Green from 25 other teams, and he has them in their starting rotation, and they're still winning games without their starting point guard who's going to come back later. Who knows how long Michael Porter Jr. is going to be there, and also he just hasn't got that type of respect and attention that he has deserved for years now. So I feel like this is the year that they say, okay, it's been consistent. He's done it, a while. And also, this is just a team that you have to take serious.
I can't believe he's going to get fired next year.
The curse. That was the old curse. I don't know if it's the curse anymore.
I mean, it literally just happened to
Who?
the guy in Toronto. What's his? That's now in Detroit.
Dwayne Casey.
Dwayne Casey.
Oh, yeah. That was like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Here's the thing that's weird about it. Nobody ever talks about this.
Yeah.
Nobody really ever talks about Michael Malone as Coach of the Year.
I do.
Well, thank you, Harrison. But I'm saying, like,
You're
when you saw the Executive of the Year or the Executive survey, he wasn't even a footnote.
No.
They listed
Yeah.
like 15 coaches were listed as like potential Coach of the Year candidates. Malone, not one of them, and I don't know why that is, but for some reason, Malone just never gets credit amongst his peers.
Yeah, I think he's obviously overshadowed by Jokic. And, I mean, yeah, Michael Malone's just kind of a low-key guy. Not really in the headlines a ton. He's kind of prepares and wins games.
Yeah.
It's not like he's trying to do stuff
Do you think
to get himself out there.
Coach of the Year most likely one to happen?
I mean, I think in order for that to happen, other things have to happen. Like, they probably need to be the champions. Well, I guess not.
You can't win it, yeah.
That's right.
I just think there are a lot of other contenders.
I mean,
for Coach
they have
of the
to.
Year
They
this
have
year,
to
too.
they have to finish first or second in the West, for sure.
Yeah.
To even be
Maybe
part of the
win like
conversation.
2 more or 3 more games without Yoke.
Yeah. I mean, if he's able to get them first in the West and also get Bones developed to a point where he's like, where we're talking about Bones Rookie of the Year, that might be another feather in his cap.
What's next most likely to you? Anybody who feels
Well,
good?
I actually think MVP is the most likely out of all of these.
Wow, Jokic MVP. You
Yeah.
can move that over to number 2. Okay, he's over to number 1.
Wow.
Because
All
I think
Harrison
there's
said you got
already a tier that's kind of separating itself. It's Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Nikola Jokic.
It's happening again, though, Harrison. Don't you agree? I mean, so Curry
Yes.
and KD just won Player of the Month or Player of the
Sure,
Week, and
sure.
everybody's like, "How cool is this that they're the 2 leading kids?"
Sure.
Like,
But as we've seen in the MVP race, like we saw last year, the cream rises to the top, and it's who outlasts the rest of the field the longest. And look,
That's
like,
true.
is Kevin Durant going to get hurt? Probably at some point this year.
who knows? Hopefully
Is
not.
Nikola Jokic going to get hurt? Probably not, knock on wood. Steph Curry, the Warriors are the talk of the league right now. They've gotten off to this great start. if they keep this up, yes, Steph Curry's going to win the MVP. But, if he doesn't, I think Jokic going to be right there as the next option.
All right.
I think he's got another great shot.
Eric, what other one belongs on the top 3 here in your opinion?
I mean, it probably the 2 that are right below it. Like I
Bones Rookie of the Year.
I mean, we joke about it, but if you see his progress, like actually plotted on those charts
with heads.
Yes, dude. He's like the second rookie head.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, the voters don't vote off TPA.
They might. I don't know.
They don't. They vote off points per game.
That's the
tough thing about Rookie of the Year.
Here's the thing. Are we sure Bones isn't going to be like a 12 point per game
We're not
scorer
sure.
or 13 the rest of the year? Like, he's a pretty good scorer.
He might be.
Point total every game he plays. He just scored 18 points.
Here's what has to happen, in my opinion, for that to happen. Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley have to miss a lot of time, one way or another, because those guys have just kind of set the pace already, and they're really good players. It's not like unfounded, they're really, really good. They have a really big role. They're not like Bones, who, Bones has a big role in this team already, but it's not where Mobley might be the best player on the Cavs. Scotty Barnes is like fourth most important player. So I just feel like there's 2 guys that are in front that he's not going to be able to pass this year.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're still 11 games into an 80-game season. Like,
can I tell you guys what I think? I'm surprised. I actually think this might be my number 1. And tell me if I'm crazy. NBA champions. I'm surprised that this didn't make it higher on the list. Look,
number 1.
All of these are unlikely, are kind of tough, but I'm looking around the NBA and I'm just so thoroughly unimpressed with teams, and I'm so impressed with the Nuggets, who don't have half their roster right now. I just look. I know Michael Porter didn't look great, but to me that's almost a boom. Like, I look at this and I go, yeah, add Michael Porter playing well to the mix here.
I mean,
add Jamal Murray playing well.
Every year we talk about the West being more wide open, I feel like, and it is absolutely wide open this year.
Yeah.
The Lakers just might be bad.
They might be.
Phoenix has been playing well. Utah, I mean, we know the teams that are going to finish at the top regular season-wise. But in the playoffs, when it's all about matchups, the Nuggets are a tough team to match up with.
Here's the last one I'll say. I think Bones has a better chance of winning 6th Man of the Year than Rookie of the Year.
I don't know. How could you do that, though?
Because he could save that bench unit and be such a good closer, whatever, by the end of the year that it's like, yeah, man, he elevated a bad bench, made him a good bench. And
God, I guess so. It would take Evan Mobley being the starter on the Cavs to be so good that he's the Rookie of the Year.
People are talking about Evan Mobley like he is Tim Duncan.
Who? But Mobley?
Evan Mobley.
He's really good, though.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it'll be murky waters, especially with just trying to go around that 6th Man of the Year. They're going to say he's a rookie. How much is he actually impacting that? They're not watching the Nuggets' second unit for the entire entire year as we are. They're not looking that deep into it. So they would just say it's a guy that's doing well, but he's going to be finished 2nd or 3rd in the Rookie of the Year.
The real answer here is Aaron Gordon, first team defensive.
Yeah, that actually might be the answer.
I think so too. He actually should be first team all defense. That's probably number 1. I think champions is number 2, and I think Jokic MVP is number 3. To be honest with you, that's the order here. Jokic really does have a chance. We did the future headlines kind of a bit. He really does have a chance to set an all-time record, and whether you agree with it or not, it's going to have to factor into everybody's. Like, if Jokic's a 5, if the Nuggets are a 5 seed, okay, maybe you throw that out. But if the Nuggets are a top 2 seed, and you look at there and you go, wow, his PER is higher than prime Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain, maybe we need to factor this in. Yeah, it's going to be tough to ignore. It's the same with Westbrook when he got the triple-double average. It's like sometimes there's these numbers that just hit a level where you're like, we can't just throw this out, guys. And if his PER is 38 or whatever it is right now, can't throw it out.
Right. If he has a single season that's better than any single season that anybody's ever had, should probably win MVP. I mean, that's just my logic on that.
There's going to be shows like, the nerds are in here trying to tell us that Jokic is the best because he's beating this thing. They're like, well, he's also leading in points. They're like, yeah, but he's also leading in rebound. Yeah, but is he Steph Curry?
All right, everybody's favorite part. Let's open up DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's turn our attention over here to Superstar Dev. Oh, we got a super chat to him. Oh yeah, Gordon.
Super chat.
Pre-super chat. Oh yeah, if I can't read.
If we get playoff Jamal, can we win the championship without MPJ?
Yes.
Absolutely.
If you get playoff Jamal, yes, you can.
Dude,
honestly,
we almost won the
playoff
championship with just playoff
I think what
Jamal.
you mean is bubble Jamal.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
get
that's what he
bubble
means.
Jamal, like, yeah, look, Yoke's better than he was 2 years ago.
Way better.
Aaron Gordon's better than Jeremy Grant on this
Yeah.
team, in my opinion. Like, Jeff Green's playing great. You got Monte, you got Bone, you just got
Jeff
guys.
Green. Yeah.
I'm just serious. Like,
No,
this
you're
team is
right.
better than the bubble version, and that bubble version went to the Western Conference Finals and lost to a Lakers team that's not as good as a team, in my opinion, that you were going to have to go up against in the
True.
West. If you get bubble Jamal, yes. I don't know if you're going to get bubble Jamal. The odds are very, very low, but if you got that, yes. Good news, we don't have to find out. MPJ is going to
Yeah,
be there.
we don't have to worry about it.
All right, Dev, let's win some money.
All right, so first off, there's just a really, really, really good bet that just starts out. The Nuggets are 5.5 point underdogs.
What?
5.5 points. They're giving you
On the road,
Second
going
night
East
beat.
Coast, second night of back-to-back, shorthanded, down
second
3
night
starters.
of a back-to-back does not
Wait,
matter
hold on.
to the Nuggets.
Do you think that Dallas is on the East Coast?
They're
They're one time zone
One
away.
time zone
They're
away.
one time zone
They're
away.
one
Th-
time
this,
zone away.
by the way, for anyone that's done it before, a 1.5 hour plane ride.
Says that Zeke Naji is out.
Zeke Naji's out.
Well, he was probable coming into this game.
Vlatko Chanchar also out.
Yeah.
Man, who's gonna play big inside? This.
Can we get Peter Cordeley on a private jet from Iowa?
Oh, you know who's gonna play tonight? Bol is playing real rotation minutes tonight. This
Wow.
game. Look,
So-
don't take this -5.5, man. This is a fun game. The vibes are gonna be fun.
Do you think they play Bull or they
you're
just
taking 5.5? You think Nuggets?
Yoke's sleepwalked last night.
Oh man.
He didn't play.
Yoke's
you
coming
also
off
could
3
wait
days
for
off.
the first 1 or 2 buckets, and then it'll go up to 9 or something.
Do we
like
think
right.
if Bull plays, he shoots tonight? Because my conspiracy is last night he purposely didn't
Where's the hat?
shoot.
Where's the hat?
Where's the conspiracy corner? All right, so you like -5.5, despite the fact that the Nuggets are missing half their roster, and Bol is going to play real minutes. Let's go.
One team has Jokic, and the other team does not.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It just matters. It matters.
Dev uses analysis, and you just bet with your heart.
So true, man. I do.
Another thing is they have Porzingis. He's finally back. He's playing for Dallas, and I haven't seen that in years. I feel like.
Are you saying that makes it more likely that we win by 5 points?
No, it's just another guy that they're just going to just attack.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it
right.
just makes Jokic want to go off a little bit more. They finally have Bones Hyland.
Oh, really? Let's
Hey.
go.
I'll take it. Whatever it is.
Wait,
I'll
what is
take
it? I'm taking it too. I have to do it.
His
What are we
points
taking?
is at 10.5.
Taking it done.
10.5. God,
Mark
that
me
feels-
down.
I have so much confidence in Bones to score
The
right
three's
now.
falling. It's scary.
Can you guys shut up? I'm trying to bet on this.
I got it. I'm in. Okay.
Okay, done.
Put a unit down.
Woo, that was close.
I'm so excited I get to bet on Bones.
Dude.
His points, rebounds, and assists is at 16.5.
I thought I liked betting, but
Bones
I
has
didn't even
totally
know what it was like
replaced
to bet on
MPJ
Bones.
threes. As
Oh,
just the
remember
most
how much
fun
money
bet.
we won on MPJ 3?
Yeah,
It took him
but-
so long to adjust
Right.
that line.
That bet's no longer fun. Now Bones Hyland is just the fun bet.
Okay. Do we have Bones Highlands threes? We do. 1.5.
Yep.
I'm taking that one too.
So my lock of the game is
Okay.
Aaron Gordon to record a block.
Wow. Okay.
The block
Is he
of the game.
Is he
Block
guarding
party?
Dog? Oh, Luca.
He's gonna guard Luca.
He's gonna get one from behind.
So
I
he's
bet.
he's a guy that has to play the entire game. And
Pick and
another
roll,
one, I'll
come
just
from
put it
behind.
together. I just do think they're locked. I think Aaron Gordon's gonna have over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Okay.
I just think this is a game that he'll be aggressive and attacking,
yeah.
and he'll just be able to do it. But I do like the block as
Didn't
well.
he, when they played the first time, he barely did any stats, though, didn't he? I mean, he had some blocks, but I think it was like a really
That was the
low
bet that we
score.
went with,
Yeah,
though.
and we got
All
the
right.
block. I'll tell you what the lock of the night is. Lock of the night. Luka Doncic. Under
Wow.
his point total.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like I think
it
it's
is-
24.
Okay.
It
Points.
is.
Man, that's pretty low, dude.
It's
It's
26 and a half.
26 and a half. Under.
That's kind of low.
Yeah, last time he went up against Aaron Gordon, he scored like 11 points.
You know what? F it. I'll do it. Just because I want to root for something. That's
Yeah.
a fun one. Can we build a single game parlay?
Let's do it.
Let's
build
get a
this
little
S-
SGP.
SGP.
Let's
yeah,
start
you know
with,
me.
what should we go? Nuggets.
Let's stick away from any game results.
Okay. All right. What do you want here?
Let's first off.
Aaron Gordon points.
No.
Okay.
I don't like Aaron Gordon points. I like Nikola Jokic points.
Okay.
Nikola Jokic, 20-plus points. Let's start off with the foundation.
Where do you get that at?
If you just scroll down, not over-under.
The
You can just-
foundation. The foundation
The
of every
foundation
bet.
of every parlay is a low Jokic
Yeah.
point total, all right?
Good
20
foundation.
points for Nikola Jokic. Then let's look at. Let's see.
I don't see a Jokic for. Oh, there
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
okay.
Oh, 20 plus. Okay.
20
All right. 20 plus.
So let's also get rebounds in there, shall we? I'm feeling
Okay.
good about rebounds.
All
Let's see.
right.
Rebounds for. Let's go. I don't know. Nikola Jokic on
Oh
rebounds.
my God. Okay.
Nikola Jokic.
11 plus.
Yeah, we could do over under. Let's say over 10.5.
Okay.
Because that's better odds.
That's an absolute lock.
Okay.
Those two together have garnered us minus 250.
Yeah, this is terrible.
This is not going great.
Hold on. And then let's get the threes in from Bones Hyland.
Okay, I'm in. We got to get that. Then we got to go.
Yeah, okay.
They're not.
available.
They're not.
All
Yeah,
right,
they're
Nikola
not getting
Jokic, 3-pointers made. 1.
All right, whatever. I'll do
2
it.
plus.
Even though I don't think he's going to take
Plus,
it.
that'll
tonight.
get us to plus 130. This is a terrible.
This is a really
Plus
terrible
130,
one.
though, I mean, for 3 locks isn't bad.
Plus 130, 3 locks. Do you want free money? Yes or no? It's up to you.
It is up to you. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be right back here in the post game show. We'll see you then.
Bye.